This is the doorbell from Eufy Security. It is battery powered and wireless. It has 2K resolutions and it can catch criminals at night.
So with that awesome introduction, what I wanted to do is an unboxing of Eufy's newest doorbell, kind of show you the differences between the wired version and this one here, and kind of talk about the different setup as well. So let's get started. Basically, if you took Eufy's awesome wired video doorbell and stuck some batteries inside there, this is the outcome. Because of the fact that it requires batteries, there's a little bit different setup, whereas the original wired doorbell would connect directly via Wi-Fi. As you can see in the box here, or on the box, this requires a hub, or what they call a home base. This is actually the same home base that you get with the newer Eufy Cam 2 and Eufy Cam 2C cameras. So let's go ahead and unbox this and then do a little bit of comparison between this and the wired version. So when unboxing this, one of my biggest questions here is how does it compare size-wise to the original wired one? So if we go ahead and open this up, again, it's very similar packaging to the original wired one. You have instruction manuals. Here you'll see that there's the home base and the actual video doorbell itself. What you can see is the fact that the wired version is definitely smaller than the battery powered. If you can kind of do a little bit more of a close-up, you can see that size-wise and actually, how much space it requires for the batteries, there's definitely a difference between the two battery-powered and the wired version. So one thing I'd like to point out about this new battery-powered one is that even though you can have it fully wireless, you do have two contacts here to actually connect it to your existing doorbell wires. So if you wanted to have this as a wired doorbell, you could do that. Otherwise, as you can see, there's a micro USB port here to actually charge this and have it completely wireless, wherever you would like. So that is one kind of nice feature, is that it can be either or in terms of usage. Because this is a battery version of the wired doorbell, it requires a little bit different setup. In this case, it requires the Home Base 2 from Eufy. This is actually included within the package when you buy the doorbell. The Home Base 2 itself can connect up to other Eufy cams, such as the Eufy Cam 2 or the Eufy Cam 2C. Again, you would plug this into your router. You can see it has Ethernet, has a USB for charging. I've heard that they might enable this for other storage or external storage later, and then the actual power supply part. But the idea is that this camera or the battery-powered doorbell is going to connect to the home base and not directly to your Wi-Fi. The one nice thing, though, is, again, if you have the home base, you can then add on other Eufy cams around your house if that's what you would like to do. So kind of similar to Arlo, where you have a single hub with multiple cameras. Eufy is kind of looking at it that way, and that's how you would actually set up this product. So last, what I want to do is just kind of go through the rest of what's in the box. If I can get to it. And what you have here is the Ethernet cable, power adapter. You have Eufy's little security prong to detach the doorbell once it's installed, USB charging cable. You have the mounting parts, which also includes an actual 15-degree wedge if you need to move the doorbell. And lastly, it looks like they have a couple of extenders for your doorbell and then mounting hardware. So again, that's the first look for the Eufy battery doorbell. And again, just to kind of bring back the wired version to kind of see the differences. Again, the battery power is definitely larger, wider, and has more depth than the original wired one. So thanks for this first look at the Eufy Video battery powered doorbell. I will set this up and write up a nice article on That's Not Funny. Thanks.